What's up guys, Josh here, and with Microsoft's announcement of Windows 11 a couple weeks back, there has been a lot of commentary on the changes to the UI, widgets, the start menu, the taskbar, and it looks pretty promising that Windows 11 could finally break the tic-tac-toe that has been Windows releases, the good, the bad, the good, and the bad. But there are some features that aren't all sunshine and roses, and that is what we are going to talk about today. So one of the more obscure aspects about the Windows 11 update or upgrade that will be coming in the second half of this year and early part of 2022 is the compatibility with older hardware that was able to run on Windows 10. And this mainly sits with the CPU space, being that right now Microsoft has only validated CPUs up until 8th generation Intel and 2nd generation Ryzen chips from AMD. So anything older than that in terms of CPU hardware is not definitely going to run Windows 11. So what does all this mean for the used PC market, especially for all you gamers out there that are trying to game on a budget or just wanting to try out PC gaming on a cheaper system? And of course, you're not going to have to upgrade it to Windows 11 as soon as it releases. Windows 10 Home and Windows 10 Pro will be supported until October of 2025, getting all of the security updates and things like that up until that point. But with Microsoft promising improved gaming experiences and such on Windows 11, maybe you're a gamer that still wants to game on a budget, but also wants the ability to upgrade to Windows 11. And we've done a lot of PC builds on this channel, whether it was upgrading our old HP 800 G1 with an i7-3770 that cost us around $200 with a GTX 1050. At the end of the day, that build was only around $350 and was able to play Fortnite, Call of Duty, other games at well over 100 FPS at 1080p, and even able to game at 1440p as well. Or even upgrading our i7-7700 HP Pavilion with a GTX 1660 Super for less than $500, and that PC was able to play some of the top games out there at 1440p and over 60 and even 100 FPS. And although both of those PCs are able to game fantastically on Windows 10, they aren't supported as of right now on Windows 11. So you're stuck with running Windows 10, whether you like it or not, until the end of life of Windows 10 in late 2025, where you will cease to get any security updates or anything like that for the Windows 10 operating system. So at that point, that PC is pretty much just e-waste unless you're going to download Linux or something like that. But let's be real, no one is really going to do that unless some crazy stuff happens over the next 4 years. But that is another point. It's 4 years away that you can still use Windows 10 Home or Windows 10 Pro on some of the old PCs, whether they be old HPs or Dells or whatever you can get your hands on for some extremely cheap prices, $100, $200 for a i7 system that you could just chuck in a graphics card. Of course, graphics cards are hard to come by right now, but over the next couple of years, they will be more and more available. Of course, hopefully over the next couple of months, they will become more available, and you'll be able to upgrade an old cheap system for maybe a total PC build of less than $300, less than $400, and be able to game at 1080p and well over 60 FPS, which a lot of people would be extremely happy with who are just getting into PC gaming. From my perspective, if you're going to go out tomorrow and buy one of these older systems, put in a new graphics card, and game at 1080p and 60 FPS for the next 4 years on Windows 10, that's a pretty good deal to just start off in PC gaming. You're probably not even going to keep that system for the full 4 years. Maybe at that point you're able to sell it in a couple years and somebody else gets to use it for those last 2 years of its life. But at the same time, those PCs 4 years from now could be some really good entry-level gaming hardware, and not everybody's gaming on their desktop PC. You'd still be able to use the hardware for something else, watching videos, using it as maybe a small server or something like that, that you can't do once the retirement of Windows 10 comes around and you're forced to upgrade your hardware along with the OS to Windows 11. So this is one of those obscure kind of changes that is also coming along with the operating system, and who knows, Microsoft might release more compatible hardware that will work with Windows 11 down the line, and some of these older chips might work with Windows 11 without the validation from Microsoft, but there's no guaranteeing the compatibility until Microsoft actually releases all of the hardware that is going to be compatible. So yeah, if you were going to buy an old PC to throw in a graphics card, an SSD, some RAM, definitely go ahead and do that over the next couple years. You will definitely get your money's worth on a budget system, and it should last you until you upgrade your PC or you upgrade your OS in 2025. But it's still kind of sad to see a lot of the used PC market kind of just disappear with the snap of a finger when Windows 11 eventually takes over the market and Windows 10 ceases to exist. It's almost 5 years of 3770 to 7700 that just go away with an OS update. So if you're watching this video in 2025 and you're looking to buy an old used PC to upgrade into a gaming PC, go for an 8700K or a 9700K or something like that will actually be able to run Windows 11. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or any comments, leave those down below. And if you haven't already, get subscribed to the channel, turn on post notifications so you can stay up to date with all my latest videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.